All right, guys, you made it over the hump. We are in week 5, so you're halfway, actually a little more than halfway through this class right now. So give yourself a pat on the back. You've made it. Stick with me, and we will finish this up well. So last week you've been working on your compare and contrast essay. And so you're comparing, some things about Temple College with some things about another school of your choice. And I'm really excited to see those things. I think Temple College is a wonderful school. So I'm just kind of excited to see what other characteristics and statistics and information you're going to tell me about other schools. So last week you developed your outline and your RenSKU. And I think there was maybe some confusion, but I put in there, that I needed one copy from each group, and it seemed like I got several copies from multiple people, which made it really difficult for me to pick one to grade for your group. So just to clarify that, I think when you turn in your final copy, let's do your RenSKU, your outline, and the final copy all in one document. And I want you to submit that with your group members' names on it, okay? That way I can give the group grade. And if not, that leaves it really like, that leaves a lot of wiggle room about who gets what grade, right? This is a group project. And part of the objective here is for you to work with your teammates to create the best essay possible. Okay, so remember some of the things I suggested as you revise and edit this week is to put a team member in charge of each of these 4 things. Now, that is a suggestion. You do not have to do it like that. You can do it different. Just a suggestion. I have a peer review area on the discussion board. Remember, there are only 4 essays that we were peer reviewing. Group 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are only 4 essays out there. Everyone's not writing their own. You're working with your group. Let me just say a little bit, too, about MLA. So the things I'm looking for in MLA are the basic format that most of you got pretty well on your example essay, right? So that the little header in the block header on the left side, the top right header with the page number, the title, the left justification, the indentions at each paragraph, the title, the double space, a 12-point font, preferably Times New Roman, or something similar. Most of you got that. The place where we really struggled were in-text citations and the works cited page. Okay, so let's talk about that for a whole second. In-text citations are merely after the quote or after the statement you make, and you're giving the person credit. You use the correct format, which I can't, there's so many different ways to do it in MLA. I can't just give you one way. Because it depends on what you're quoting or how you're saying it. But you use your in-text citations. A lot of times it's the last name and the page number, right? On your works cited page, you're going to give a more in-depth snapshot of that source that you used using the formats that we've listed in the MLA style. Now let me just be clear with you. Until you use MLA over and 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 over, you're not going to be familiar with it. But as you continue to write and you continue to churn through your academic career, you will continue to build those skills, build those skills, build those skills, build those skills. And at some point, MLA will become second nature to you. Or perhaps it might be another writing format like APA. But the more you use it, the more you're going to know it. Until then, what do? Right? We can't know it all. So what should we do? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I used Google. If I did not know, I would look up an example and I would follow that example. Now, I've given you a lot of resources within the course content, but if you don't want to use those, there's always Google. So I would just encourage you, you're using some research in this essay, right? And so I'm going to want to see where you're getting that research. If you use a statistic, you better tell me where you got it. If you say 1 in 10 people love to come to Temple College, well, I want to know who said that. Did you go out and survey? Probably not. Somebody said that. When did they say that? Where did they say that? Make sure you let me know through your citations, okay? In text, remember, right after wherever the information is, generally in, right, not generally, between the two parentheses, there's a format, right? At the end, a works cited page telling me about that source you cited, okay? So that's a little bit of where I saw a struggle in the last essay. So I'm hoping that as a group we can come together and kind of knock that part out of the park. So remember also, I want to see your resources. What are those? Right? Smart Thinking or Grammarly. Make sure you check those. Now what I noticed last time is a lot of you use those resources, but you didn't make the changes in the paper. So when you run a report in Grammarly, it tells you what's wrong. Fix those things. That's going to get you your best grade. And who's wanting you to get your best grade? I'm wanting you to get your best grade. Okay? So please make sure to use those resources. I'm super excited to see how you've worked with your teammates. One thing I need to remind you, if you have a teammate that's not participating in your group, be sure to drop me an email or send me a text and let me know. That way we can kind of just help them work on their own and to get that project done. So I'm cheering you on. I'm really excited to read these papers. I can't wait to see about what other colleges are looking like out there. And if you get stuck, you know how to get me. Text me, email me, call me. I can't help if I don't know. All right? Let's get this done.